Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great start of this week so far. And welcome to this new video on XRP. We're going to do a full update here regarding the technicals. XRP is pulling back quite a bit here over the course of the last 24 hours. Was expected. I mean, yesterday, obviously, we talked about this. I created a video called XRP Pullback Alerts. Those titles are always a little bit of clickbait. My apologies for that. But the way I'm thinking about it is that, if you use clickbait, you get more views. I personally think these videos are useful. Hopefully you agree with me on that. So that way you create more value for more people. But that's beside the point. I mean, we have pulled back lower. Yesterday, a pretty bearish reaction in general here to 2.17, 2.18. I mean, you can see here for XRP, this is mostly going to be a technical update. There's not much fundamentally I think we need to talk about regarding Ripple right now. At least, I mean, there's always fundamentally something we can talk about, but there's no urgent news or something that I need to update, I think, for now. But no, so XRP already pretty strong reaction here, and then you can see like the levels we're talking about, they're very minor intraday demand and supply zones, but they do matter, right? And the reaction to those levels does matter as well. So you can see, for example, 2.15, a bit of an intraday demand zone initially, now supply, broke down below that, retested it, also accepted the rejection, or at least confirmed the rejection. And one of the things that you see right here, if you take a look at fair value gaps, is that there's no fair value gaps during this entire move down, which means, I mean, fair value gaps are imbalances, right? So that means when buyers and sellers, they're always buying and selling, and sometimes the price shoots down or shoots up a little bit too quickly, and you create an imbalance. That's a price where buyers and sellers really haven't agreed that's real price action. So price revisits that area to test it. But with XRP, we don't see that. All right, we see rejections. We don't see any imbalances right here. So that usually means, and this is all auction market theory. I would look it up if you're interested in that. And so that means that the moves we're seeing are in line with what the buyers and sellers expect. And it's also in line in general with what we're seeing from the markets. Which essentially started on Saturday and Sunday already, which seems to be some sort of de-risking going into the interest rate decision and the FOMC of tomorrow. A quick reminder that that's happening tomorrow at 8:30 UTC +1, right? So it's probably in the night if you're from the east. If you're watching from the US, it's I think in the afternoon. I think it's like 3:30 Eastern time. So yeah, it seems to me that we're de-risking. Open interest, there's not much change. Volume is quite high right here, which is another sign that this seems to be a real move. And technically, we're approaching one of the most interesting levels for XRP, and that's 2.05. Right, 2.05 is the value area low of the entire range that XRP is in, and basically from 1.95 up to 2.05 we have a lot of support, and especially right now the level between 2.05 and $2, where we have the daily 200 EMA, in my opinion, is the main support level. And at this point of time, I do think we're going to be able to hold that at least initially. And why I'm saying at least initially is that, well, first of all, it lines up very, very well with Bitcoin support. Bitcoin has strong support coming up at 93,700 and then also slightly lower at 93,200. XRP is correlated to Bitcoin, so if Bitcoin has support there, that's positive for XRP as well, especially if XRP technically has support there too. And then outside of that, well, that's the main reason why I do expect support. And then why I'm saying initially is that, what we're seeing right now is that the S&P 500, so equities, stocks, are dropping down slightly, and gold is rallying up, which usually signals instability. If that instability increases even more, then a coin like XRP is most likely not going to be able to hold, right? The entire crypto market will most likely then pull back. And then we can see a move into 1.95 and potentially even 1.85 to fill this imbalance back from the 9th of April. All right, so be aware of that. Initially, this is what I expect, but if we do not see any recovery in those broader financial markets, I'd say be prepared for that further move downwards as well. But I'll keep you updated on that. For now, I think this is what you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care and have a great week. Bye.